Okay, so I decided I would do a quick video showing you some of the zero waste swaps that I've made in our kitchen. So this is our kitchen. It's a long, thin kitchen. And I just thought I'd talk you through some of the zero waste swaps, which I have found really easy. And so therefore I think you can easily put them into practice as well. And don't think, you know, it's such a small thing, it won't make a difference. It will make a difference. If we all did it, it will make a difference. So one of them, let's start here, eggs. I don't buy eggs from the supermarket anymore. I now buy them from a local producer. Well, she doesn't produce them, her hens produce them. They're free range, and what I do is when I get them home, I transfer them into this ceramic egg holder, and then I can give her her box back, and that can be reused. And I like it because I know they're free range, and I know that I'm not having to put this box into the bin. So that's the first one. Second, I am kind of addicted to these Starbucks Frappuccino type things, but I've stopped buying them, and what I do now is I just make my own and refill the bottles, and they're just as nice. It saves me a lot of money, and it saves the bottles because I'm just refilling them. My jam, I now buy this from a lady who makes jam, and when I've finished with it, I then give her the jars back and she refills them with her homemade jam. I never ever buy bottled water anymore. A couple of reasons. One is the amount of plastic bottles that end up in landfill is unbelievable. And secondly is I just can't drink out of plastic anymore. I so much prefer drinking out of glass. It tastes so much better to me, and there's all those concerns about the chemicals leaching out of plastic, and I don't have to worry about them. I fill this bottle with water, I store it in the fridge. I've got two of them, so there's always one ready in the fridge, so that when I want to go out, I grab it and I go. And I've always got water with me. Butter, I've changed from butter in a plastic container to butter which I now keep in a butter dish. It does mean you still have a little wrapper. Let me show you what I mean, like this. We've got two on the go because this in here is accidentally unsalted butter and my husband won't eat it. So he has his here. So you do have this wrapper, but it's better than that plastic tub that we used to have our butter in. Another one is our local health food shop sells muesli and granola in big bins, and you can go in and put it into your own bag, whatever sort of bag you choose to use. I have a canvas one, and you just bring your muesli and granola home and transfer it into your own tub. And I've chosen glass jars because I got rid of all the plastic a while ago, because I have this phobia of plastic all of a sudden. Research has made me convince myself that it's cancerous. Same in here, other products, coffee, nuts, flour, little snacks, all available from the health food shop, where you buy them loose, you put them into your own bag, you bring them home. So there's no waste, no rubbish being produced at the end of it. What else? What else? Oh, now kitchen roll. I've completely stopped using kitchen roll in favour of these kind of microfiber cloths. I've got hundreds of them, so well, not hundreds, I've got about 20 or so. So I use them. I don't use kitchen roll at all. But my husband had a bit of a sulk and a strop when I stopped buying kitchen roll. So now I do have a compromise and I buy recycled kitchen roll, but I don't use it. So one of these lasts much, much longer. We used to buy a pack of 2 every week, and I probably buy a pack of 2 every 3 weeks to a month now. What else? Tea. We no longer have our tea in tea bags. We now have loose leaf tea, and that is saving those tea bags going into the landfill. Seems like a really small thing, and I used to put them in compost, but tea bags, would you believe it, actually contain plastic, so they won't completely biodegrade. And also you're putting hot water onto that plastic, and goodness knows what chemicals might be coming out into your cup of tea, and then you're drinking it. So this is our teapot. The lid's really tight, but basically it's got a little strainer in there for your tea leaves, and a little sugar pot. What else? That's just a glass jug filter for filtering my water, and then I top up my bottle and keep my water in the fridge. Another thing that I've done is I no longer use a plastic scouring thing. I use this brush, which is all wooden and metal, so it's biodegradable. Obviously the metal bits aren't, they go into recycling, and that's instead of using, I used to use this plastic thing which had a little scrubber on the end, and you could change the end over, and you could fill the plastic handle up with washing up liquid if you wanted to. Do you know the sort I mean? Anyway, I use this, and Research has taught me that natural products like bristle and hemp and wood are less likely to grow bacteria. I mean, I sometimes look at that and think, oh, it looks a bit manky. The plastic always looked so much nicer. But research has told me that you're less likely to have bacteria growing on this. My washing up liquid, I can get this bottle refilled at my health food shop. So this bottle is now on its 3rd refill, so I've not had to put it in landfill. In other areas of the house, I've changed to soap in a bar, but in the kitchen we like our soap in a pump thing, because often you come in, your hands are really dirty, you've perhaps had raw chicken, or maybe you've come in from the garden, and it's nice to be able to just, you know, pump it into your hands. So it's the one place in the house where we do still have a pump bottle, but I refill that with Dr. Bronner's Castile soap. I've started composting. And again, it seems a small thing, you know, you tend to think, well, if I'm putting my potato peelings in the bin, aren't they going to biodegrade it anyway? But my aim is not to put anything in the bin, so I compost it. And we have a collection here in this part of the UK where they come and collect garden waste and compost. Same as the washing liquid is my fabric conditioner and my laundry liquid. These both get refilled, and this one's been refilled at least twice. This one's probably been refilled 4 or 5 times now. Same bottle, and so they're not going into the landfill. Another alternative I do have for some occasions, I try not to use it all the time, is a little eco egg. You can use this instead of these 2 products. You don't have to use either of them. But every now and again, I just like to use washing powder or liquid and fabric softener. Depends on how my mood takes me. It's kind of difficult putting something in the washing machine that isn't going to, you know, it doesn't, I mean, it does have a scent to it actually, and the washing does come out smelling nice, but it's kind of a psychological thing, isn't it? So I need to completely get used to this, and I'm sure eventually one day I will use this all the time. Anything else? Oh yes, obviously the usual things like shopping bags. I changed to cloth shopping bags a long time ago, and I haven't had plastic bags for my shopping for a long time. So oh, and then of course there are little things like on the washing machine. I have now I tend to generally only use these 4 programs, and so number 9 is an hour wash, that takes 1 hour, and number 12 literally takes half an hour. Whereas these ones tend to take a good hour and a half or more, and I just find that this is enough. You know, we don't need a long wash, and I tend to try and keep the temperature down to 40. Very occasionally, if I'm doing whites, I might do a 60, but that's I think that's my generation. I remember us being encouraged to turn down to 40 because everyone used to wash higher than 40. Now my daughter is being encouraged to turn down to 30, and she very rarely washes above 40. So obviously turning down the temperature makes a difference. And something else is I never tumble dry. I dry all my washing on this area on the radiator. Some people might not like that, they think, oh, it looks ugly, I don't like it hanging around. But if I've got people coming round, I just make sure that it's not there. I either put it in the spare room with the door closed, or I make sure it's dry and take it off and put it in the airing cupboard. So that's just a few of the things that I do around the house that I find so easy, and you can do them too. I don't even think you have to spend any money. I think most of them are free things. And I'm sure I'll think of loads more, and I'll probably do another video for you very soon. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and do leave me comments. I love to read them. Bye bye.